Hello, friends. Wait, make sure they can you hear me? No. Guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Good to see everybody here with us.
Hi, everyone. Hear some voices? Everyone there?
Hi guys. Johnny's
Perfecto.
feeling a bit sick, so he's in bed already.
Tell him he needs 2 shots of whiskey and some hot soup, and he'll be okay.
Tell him I'm jealous.
Already like that's why he's out.
Good, good, good. Glad to see everybody. Fifi, what's up, man? How you doing?
Very good. Very good.
Good, good. Good, good, good. All right. James, you with us? James says, greetings, my fellow brothers. The internet is not stable here. Go ahead, James.
Good evening.
Good
Yes, how
evening.
are you?
We're doing really
My
well.
African clay, how are you all?
James, how are you, my friend?
Hello? Hi.
Hello.
Thank you.
Good to see you. All right, friends. So we're a few
I'm
friends.
fine. Thank you.
Good, good, good. Very good. All right, guys. So we're gonna go
Thank
ahead and
you
get.
very much.
Thank you, brother. We're gonna go ahead and get started because I know that the morning lesson will be up on us soon enough. So we'll go ahead and get started, and then from there, I got a few things to discuss. We got some good news about the EC, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. So let's get going. This morning in the morning lesson, the way the lesson started, we had some nice words from Rav, and he said, when I once asked Rabash, what is the most important part in this long and important introduction? So he told me, this is Rav talking about what Rabash told him. He said, open volume 1 and put your finger in letter 17. This is the most important letter. So let's read it together, Rav said. And so we're going to do exactly what Rav said, and we're going to read a little bit of letter 17 tonight. So I'm going to copy paste, stick it in the chat. And Richard, can you read this excerpt from item 17 for us?
Okay, so introduction to the study of the 10 Sefirot, Article 17. Indeed, it is to resolve this great riddle that the verse says, taste and see that the Lord's good. Those who keep the Torah and mitzvah commandments correctly are the ones who taste the taste of life. They are the ones who see and testify that the Lord is good. As our sages say, that he created the world to be good to his creation, since it is the conduct of the good to do good. Yet those who have not yet tasted the taste of life of keeping Torah and mitzvah cannot understand that the Lord is good. As our sages said, that when the Creator created us, his sole purpose was to benefit us. Hence, we have no other counsel but to keep the Torah and mitzvot as they should be.
Hi.
Achaim. Beautiful.
You know what? When Rav says this article 17, then I actually read through the whole article today at work when I was trying to get prepared for this. Amazing article. It wasn't like some of the articles that were like really, really up here. For me personally, I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time with tests. So when Rabash writes something like this, it's kind of plain to see and understand. But when we get deep into tests, I go into like, I don't know, to no man's land, the ether. I guess I'm not that smart yet. But this is Kabbalah, so it's not about being smart, right? We're gonna start with our workshop question. Fee, I'm gonna put the question in the chat. Can you read the question for us? Question is right. Hold on, paste. Boom. Fee, are you with us?
Yes, and I'm reading the question. And it says, how do we arrange the group in such a way that there is no good or bad, but only means to obey the Creator? I read again. How do we arrange the group in such a way that there is no good or bad, but only means to obey the Creator?
And James, you want to start? James, you want to start with the question, and then you choose somebody to go next? Okay, James had said he was having some internet.
How did the Congress go? My internet is bad. Hello, Tony.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
My internet is bad.
All right, perfect. Not a problem. If you want, you can write it in, and one of us will read it for you. Just write it into the chat, okay?
Okay.
All right. Richard, you want to start?
Okay, cool. So I think the only way that we can arrange the group is by following this method and following what the sages and the ones that have attained are telling us what to do. So what's most important is to have an environment where we've got a mutual goal. And within this mutual goal, we understand that the Creator is good that does good, and we only perceive bad from a state of egoistic desire that things aren't going our way. So there is no good and bad. But I think the most important thing to remember is that we come to a society where we all have the same outlook, where we all follow the same method. And I think that's the way we arrange the group.
Definitely, there's no good or bad in our midst because none is decided. And that it depends on how we perceive it. And that's how we look at it. If we perceive it as good, then it's good. If we perceive it as bad, but in between us, to be there's nothing such as bad or nothing such as good. It's only through our connection, through our intentions, and through our perceptions. That's how we fulfill. Between us, reveal the Creator, not deciding. It's through only our connection that we can reveal the Creator. Godfred, just going by if you could continue.
Our great friend James wrote in. He said to be focused and accept whatever comes our way as the challenge. L'chaim, James.
L'chaim.
Thank you.
Reinhard is here with us. Reinhard, you want to go?
Hey guys, sorry, I'm so I'm swamped with work still, so I'm busy trying to juggle everything. What's the question? How do we arrange the group in such a way that there is no good or bad, but only means to reveal the Creator? How do we arrange the group in such a way that there is no good or bad? I need to start focusing on the group. That's it. And the way to do this, it's a very psychological thing as well. At the moment I'm failing it because I got home late and I didn't get time to finish my administrative stuff that I need to do before 9 o'clock. So why am I saying this? Because you need to know what your schedule during the day looks like. You need to know that Tuesday nights from 8 o'clock, there's going to be a men's meeting. And so you need to have your things arranged before then, right? Your corporeal stuff. You get it sorted out, and then you have some couple of minutes left, and you do a preparation before the men's meeting, and then you come here and you try and you uplift the society, uplift your friends. You try to instill a positive mood in the atmosphere into the group, and this is our work. This is what we need to do. So there's a very corporeal, kind of like psychological thing that we can actually apply during the day, and that is to make sure our schedule is completely, fully developed so that we know where we are during the day, what we should be doing, and how we should arrange our time to such a way that we can optimally serve the society. Next.
Chaim Reynard.
Godfrey, can you speak? Okay, I think Godfrey can't speak. Johnny?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I think ultimately, to me, the question says that when we go faith above reason, when we're going above the body, then we actually essentially can see nothing good or bad in the group, because everything is forces that we use in order to bestow. We need the left line, which is the ego, which is the desire to receive, and we need the right line, which is the creator, with the desire to receive with the friends. We need the right line, who's the creator, in order to create the middle line, which to me is the group. So if we're using all the ingredients above the body, all these forces, then there's nothing good or bad. It's all there in order that we as a unit can become an equivalence of form with the upper force. I think if we look at it just in a corporal way, then we can always pick on attributes of the friends that, look at the way he sits, or look what he says in the workshop, look at the way he doesn't make eye contact, etc. All these accounts of this world which don't exist in the spiritual world. So only when we sort of go above the body and we work in, zero everybody, and the group is one, and we're in Aravut, then we can actually achieve this. And we're always working towards that. This is the goal. The light will give us the ability at the end of the day to see no good or bad in the group, but everything there for a reason to attain equivalence of form. Anthony?
Yeah, I think I think Rob said it well this morning. I mean, we've got to just work, no matter what comes at us. You just got to keep going. I know it's easier said than done, because really, I mean, but that is our work in its entirety. Is that we work, we fall, we work, we fall. But the thing is that we have a group, and we've got friends to lift us up and pick us up and be there for us when we fall. That they can hold us, that they can care for us. And it's our duty to give it back to the friends as well. It's our duty to give back to those friends as well. We're always putting our half a shekel into the society, and everybody else is putting theirs as well. So that way, we always say we put our half a shekel, the Creator puts the other half. But really, what is the Creator? Who is the Creator? Where does the Creator come from? The Creator is the friends. So it's about the friends just constantly invested into the society. And when you see the friends really as the Creator, then you don't have to worry about feeling left out, feeling lost, feeling anything other than the happiness and the joy of the great society. So that's what I got there. L'chaim. I think everybody else has spoken. All right. We're going to read one more little piece, because this right here also came, like I say, Rav, when he said that this morning. This is another excerpt, a different one from Peace in the World. Quite relevant for now. Let's see here. Is Godfrey now? I think Godfrey's having some serious troubles with the internet there. Fee, can you read for us one more time, Fee?
about peace in the world. The benefits of each and every person within this collective peace, evaluated not according to his own goodness, but according to his service to the public, and vice versa. We appreciate the attributes of people of each and every individual only according to the harm one inflicts upon the public in general, and not by one's own individual value. These things are crystal clear both from the perspective of the good in them and from the perspective of the good in them. This is because what is found in the collective is only what is found in the individual. And the benefits of the collective is the benefits of each and every individual. Who harm the collective takes his share in the harm. And who benefit the collective takes his share in the benefits. Since individuals are part of the whole, and the whole is not left any way more than the sum of its individual behind.
Hi.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Chaim Fifi.
We're going to go ahead and jump to our topics because we got some important things to discuss. One really, really important thing that I'm really, really excited about, but two things that I'm really, really excited about. So first, I want to say this. I'm really happy to be back with you guys. Me and Johnny were out of town. We had to catch clips of the Congress and kind of catch up on it when we got back in town because the creator saw fit to send us overseas. Not overseas, but to another country. And it was absolutely amazing, though. The participation was wonderful. And we were in touch with a lot of friends here, and we were really, really glad to see Africa really, really stepped up and represented. So big L'chaim to you guys and to the whole world, Kli, actually. So first thing is I have been in contact with a guy named Yakov. He's from in the Turkish group. They are in Mutlu as well. They are adding us to Cobb U. We're going to have our own spot in Cobb U. We're going to have it should be ready. Let me get the message so I can read you exactly what the guy said to me, because otherwise I'll mess this whole thing up. So he says, Yakov has set up the new course webpage and will be able to start registration in about 2 days. I will then show you how to register. The registration works and send you the links. So this he sent to me yesterday. I'm thinking by today or by tomorrow, Friday at the very, very latest, we will have the registration links. We will have everything that we can pass out to you guys. They will also be embedded into the link that we have advertising for the Africa course. And so that way we'll be able to really pump this thing up even more. As of now, we already do have people that have registered. I've been working behind the scenes. We've got 2 people from Tanzania actually that Enoch knew, that he had been given information, but they wanted to take the course, so they're registered. We got 2 or 3 other people from Ghana as well. Since we're going to be on the Cobb U platform, and I don't want to go too far into it because I'm going to repeat this again on Sunday for the whole group when we're all together. But when we're on the Cobb U platform, like Reinhard had said before, he wanted like message boards and things where people can ask questions and things like that. We will have all those abilities there. He's actually said that he's going to, let me continue what he says. That was about the YouTube. He says, once we are done, it should take 1 to 2 days max. I will send you a PDF guide with images to make the registration and enrollment process easier for new students. That's because the site tends to be a bit complicated at first. Then we'll also arrange a short meeting so you can get to know the team behind the scenes We have 3 moderators and 2 friends who will look into technical stuff and email correspondence with students. They all speak English. What I would like to do is, and me and Mutlu had talked about this, is once they teach me and get me the PDF and all the instructions, is to maybe get one of you or 2 of you guys to help instead of them, so it can be a real African team effort from us. I don't know how that would work with everybody's schedule. Maybe it's something that we can talk about again. I mean, we can use them. It's not a problem. But I would like to have you guys working on this because this is Africa. You know what I'm saying? So just something to think about. I don't know how everybody's schedules works, but so far so good. We got a lot of feedback on the Facebook page. I've been writing. I got more people who've been writing in saying that they want to register. As of now, I got a spreadsheet that I'm putting together with the people who have registered. They're giving me their name, phone numbers, email contacts, things like that. And we're expecting a lot more people as well. So I think things are going in a great direction. I'm going to stop for a second and ask, does anybody have any questions? All good. Sweetness.
Just to make sure that we the moderators, right? We need the group members to be moderators for the forums on the new students. They also need to introduce us. They need to go and say, we have a forum, there's going to be moderators, this is Reinhard, this is Fifi, this is Johnny, this is Richard, everybody. They are part of the African group, they'll be the moderators.
And
so
we're gonna do that. We need moderators to be in the classes with us on Tuesday. Because we do the breakout rooms as well. Once we start getting the students warmed up after the first few lessons, we do the breakout rooms. And we always have like male moderators and female moderators. Because when we break them out, we want to start. We did it with the last class because we see if we don't start it early, the men and the women get used to mingling and being together. And then at the end, it's really difficult to separate men and women, But we know that that's the way we study. So if we start it from the beginning, then we won't have the issue of separating the men from the women later on down the line. So we wanted to start it that way. So we'll have our moderators and people working with us, kind of like we did. Gottfried helped out in the last EC course. Also, Dilly's helped out. Therese, Louisa, they helped out. Bright helped out as well as a moderator. So when we do the breakout sessions in the Zoom, that'll be very, very important. So we need to introduce the group from the beginning. Anything else, Reinhard? Godfrey, you got anything? Godfrey looks like he's in heaven. He's like got the, how like when Rob sits on his stand and Rob has like the blue backdrop back there, And that's what Godfrey looks like. It's like the walls like light blue. It's like he's floating around in heaven. He's already in Gamati Kun. Godfrey, if you go into Gamati Kun, you got to bring the rest of us with you, man.
Thanks. Great friend. I miss all of you so much. My brother Johnny and Richard and Renard, I really miss all of you. I have part of what was discussion on the coming EC, and I think that we are prepared for it. And the more we get involved, the better it is for us to make it an authentic African. We learning all the systems, like Ina has said. So I just ended, so I'll listen more, and then if I have anything to contribute, I'll contribute. Laha and good friend.
Hi.
I miss all of you so much.
And Godfrey, I just want to say my condolences to you and your family. From the bottom of my heart, my condolences to you and your family. Y'all called me. I called Yao the other day, actually. Me and some of the guys me and Thuso, we had a few too many drinks, and so we wanted to call Yao and talk to him. We tried to call you also, and he told me about you had a death in the family. So just know our hearts are with you. We're thinking about you, okay? All right, guys. Now, next. Only together. Next is this coming up Sunday. Who's going to host this Sunday? Any volunteers?
I think it's my turn, but I'm going to be not home on Sunday, so I'm not 100% sure. But I can. I'm not going to be able to do the the Saturday meeting though. So okay. Yeah, I'm in a gray area at the moment.
No problem. It's understood. Does anybody else want to stand in for Reinhard?
We'll do it again.
Yeah, we can combine ask Johnny or Richard and Fifi or half and half, except versus black and white mix or any combination. We can pass Johnny and what do you call him? Or Johnny and Fifi or myself and Richard. Any of the combinations can be great. So,
hi, friends. Sounds good. Now, that's what you do when a friend has a situation. That's what it's all about. That's the circle right there. You know, when a friend has a situation, something going on, somebody's there to back him up. That's what it's all about. So sounds good. We will get together and I will make I'll let you guys know what time we'll meet. And it's usually around 1:45 on Saturday, which will be, I think, 11:45 Ghana time, and it'll be 1:45 South Africa time because we're on the same time zone. So we'll get together and we'll make it happen. Let's see here. Let's see. I also wanted to ask about our friends. Johan, Gert, has anyone spoke with Abdul? I haven't seen them. You know, I've been out and like when I love you guys, but I didn't see them here. I just want to make sure everything's okay with them. They're good.
I tried phoning him the one time. He didn't pick up, but I sent him a voice note and I sent him messages, and you know he sent me something a positive reply, but I haven't seen or spoken, hear me speak in a long while.
Okay.
Johan was with us during the weekend. He's got some problems and things that he needs to deal with still, corporeal and stuff. So we need to just keep him in mind and support him as well as we can. And who else did you say, Johan? Gert, I sent a message now. He's supposed to be here. I don't know where he is.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Sounds good, man.
Gert's been active. He's at the morning lesson every day, at our daily call every day. So it's just now.
I can tell you, Africa's such an amazing place. I want to share a little experience with you guys. So, other than just online, doing our courses and the meeting on Sundays, I have more interaction with you guys than I do any of the women. But I had the honor and the privilege of picking Mariana up from the airport before I left to go out of town. I tell you, this woman is absolute fire. I mean, absolutely amazing. And then when I saw her and her participation in the Congress and everything that she was doing and how active she was, it made me even more impressed. And then, she was telling me, like, I work at the hospital. I'm like, what do you, I didn't know she was a doctor. I didn't know that she was like over 70-something years old. I mean, I was like, no way. And we had the best conversation, just chit-chatting as we rode. I picked her up from the airport. I drove her through Tel Aviv, kind of showed her where she was going to be staying, showed her where I worked because it's not far from where she stays. And then, I brought her to the center, got her registered, took her back to Tel Aviv. But the whole time, this woman just radiated with such a fire and a light. It was absolutely amazing, And they say behind any strong men, there's always a strong woman. So when you have a woman like that behind you guys, pushing you guys, Dillies as well, the whole African women's group, it was just absolutely amazing. And then,
yeah.
Go ahead, Johnny.
No, I just wanted to add, one of the meeting on Sunday that we had with all the friends after, a couple of days ago. It was a really amazing meeting, friends, after the Congress, and the friends that came here and still here. Kwame's still here with us, and Tuso sent me a message. You arrived back in South Africa today. It's just very emotional having friends from Africa, because it's tough. It's tough being here, but we spend quality time together, and you could see really. I know in the Shiva Chabarim, we went to one around the corner here, and both Kwame and Tuso really lapped it up. They every minute that they could have here at the center and being in Israel, especially, both of them, you could feel it's like gold for them. And it really shows the greatness of the friends, number one, the greatness of what we're doing. Because here, we take it for granted. We're here every day, well, not every day, but most days in the morning lesson, or we come over here wherever we want. And you guys, it's more tough because you're virtual and, coming over here, it's not so easy, etc. So I just want to say a big l'chaim to all the friends and the efforts that you're making, because that's what makes. I mean, Rav said it on the Shabbat. He said, who made this Congress is the World Kli and all the friends. And I remember this very, very clearly, friends, that the Desert Congress, Rav showed tremendous emotion when he thought about all the friends on the screen and who couldn't actually be there physically with us in the desert. And that shows how much power there is with all the friends around the world, and how much, it's just, that's where you see the greatness of the Creator. Really, this is where you really, really feel it, and you really see it, how great the Creator is. That He is above all this mess that we've seen in this world, and expressed, the feelings and the emotions through the friends. So just, I wanted to share that, because a big l'chaim and big, we think we put big efforts in over here, but I don't think it's anything compared to what you guys are doing. So big l'chaim, and let's carry on together and make Africa stronger. There's always good things that we can do here. Big l'chaim, friends.
All right. And so, after Mariana, me and Johnny got the privilege of picking up Thuso from the airport. That was an episode on its own. I didn't go to work that day. My son had been sick and we were at the hospital, but I left to go pick up Thuso. And Johnny met me there he took the train to the airport. When I got there, I wasn't expecting anything or anybody, and the next thing you know, I walk in and the place is filled with friends. Sagi was there picking up people. Shmuel, my buddy that's in there doing the shadur right now, he was there just chilling with a big Bnei Baruch sign, and friends just started coming off the planes, and it was like a warm feeling. It was like family members coming home, like picking up mommy or daddy from the airport or something like that, or little brother, big brother. I mean, it was truly a blessing, I would say. And I realized at that point that the importance of this society, it's not really the teachings or the methods or anything. It's the people. It's the friends. It's the friends. All this teachings, all the method, everything is actually inside of the friends. And we just extract it out, I guess, through these books that we read. But when you are with a friend, it is an absolutely amazing feeling. So I'm sure Thuso, I told you we shouldn't have took Thuso to that place. He can't drink, man. That's probably why he's not here with us right now. We had him and Kwame out a little bit too late, I think. So, he told me, he said, Anthony, I drink more now than I drank the whole year in South Africa. So I hope he feels better. But the important thing, though, friends, is that we keep on keeping on and we stay together. So a big l'chaim to everybody.
I don't think, Anthony, I don't think you know how bad it is. Thuso really doesn't drink at all. It's not just about...
I thought he was joking, man. I thought he was joking.
Do you know, when he comes and visits me, I always try and like, it's probably a bad friend, but I always try, Tiso, just have a little bit. Just have a little bit. No, I don't. Tiso, just have a little bit. If you guys got it right, man, good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I thought he was joking. I thought he did. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's in me. I'm trying to project it out to the friends.
Anthony, we have a similar experience here. I mean, this Accra, and we were suddenly expecting our friends from Ivory Coast. They were in the bus, and we didn't know what time they were arriving in Accra. So keep on hoping and hoping and hoping. Suddenly, I had a call that they were near Malam, and Malam was just so close. They were going to Accra Central. I said, my goodness, traffic. So I looked at them, where are they? And I lettered them, I drove past, and luckily a woman helped them to a point, and then I picked them, and we were amazed, as if we know each other for a very, very many years. And we drove them back to their hotel and put them there, and I mean, I can't tell you, I can't describe the kind of feelings we had when those guys from Ivory Coast came to Accra last Monday evening. I mean, it was splendid. I mean, this is properly a root in practice, more than what we've been talking about in theory. But in practice, the feeling is just great. I mean, it's amazing when we don't know that one doesn't speak English even well, one speak English, one speak good French, and not have. And we were perfectly integrated, and I think one common language of the heart. And I'm yearning for more of this. It's amazingly wonderful feeling we had with those Ivorian friends. Lahai, good friends.
L'chaim. Beautiful.
Godfrey, when I saw those pictures, man, I was just amazed. And the pictures that Fifi was sending, I was just like, wow. This right here is what friendship is really about,
Yeah.
Together. Doesn't matter the language, doesn't matter where you come from. The fact that you come together for a common goal, together. That's the key. Together. That's absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely amazing.
Beautiful.
Rich, how was the Congress for you, man?
It was good. I was very envious. Obviously, we know what it feels like to be there as well. So this year we weren't there, and it was weird. It felt very weird. The Creator also gave us a lot of challenges. For the Arava Congress, we didn't have any electricity for like 3 days because a substation blew up close to us. So we were trying to connect like every single way we could think about connecting. So it was quite a challenge, but we overcame it. And the normal Congress was not the same. It was not the same. It's different connecting virtually when you've got something to compare it to. But it was still, it's still the most powerful place you can be in the world. So it was great. Yeah. Okay.
Thuso told me something about because I asked him about you guys when I got back. The day after we got back, I came to the center. We had Thuso had told me about the power there, and I asked him because I had asked him about what's up with Johnny and Richard? They doing okay? How's the group doing? He said, yeah, they having some problems with the electricity, but I think it's fixed now. And I was like, man, it's always around Congress time when the Creator just starts to, me and Johnny was like really pissed. He didn't even want to go on the trip for work because he was like, man, he was telling the people at work, all my friends are going to be here and I'm not going to be here. And it fucking sucks. And I felt him, but we was in a situation where it was nothing that we could do. And it's crazy because so many people come from so far away, and he lives literally right down the street. I mean, I live further than him, but he lives literally right down the street, and we live here and we couldn't be here. it was a tough feeling for us, very tough.
The 3 best days to be in Tel Aviv, the creator takes us out of the country.
Yeah,
3 best days of the year.
yeah.
So there you go. None else besides him.
You know, and like with Mariana, I don't know if I told you guys about her, but you know, when she was trying to get registered, her government in her country shut down the internet, and we couldn't contact each other for like maybe a week or so. And like we didn't know what was going on. I didn't know when to pick her up from the airport. I didn't know if she decided not to come. If she said just forget it all, I didn't know what was going on. You know, finally she sent me a message and I started looking on the internet and I'm like, the president of her country shut down the internet. They have no internet there at all, you know? And then all of a sudden at the last minute, the court there overruled his decision. They turned the internet back on. We could communicate again. She sent me her flight instructions. It's all from above. All from above.
I just want to add something there. Some penny dropped for me today. I'm just thinking about it now. We spoke to a friend of ours at work about this event that we went to. We were in Vienna in Austria. And everyone was saying how boring it was over there. No one speaks. There was no action. There was no this, that, this. And I went out, Anthony and myself, we went out for dinner a lot. We spent a lot of time together after the event. And we just had a really relaxed, cool time. And I'm thinking, okay, this is the power of the group. The power of the world clear was with us. We were in that Congress type of thinking. And we were just happy just to chill out. You know, we weren't in this zone of like going crazy or whatever because we were with all the friends. And it really helped us. Really kept us calm over there. Kept us together. Kept us focused. And I really felt it over those couple of days. And I was looking at other people. Everyone was all stressed about whether Anthony and me were just going through the days as if we're really chilled and cool and we were in a good zone. And I'm almost certain this is the impact of being connected with all the friends in this Congress mode. So I want to say big l'chaim to our way. I've got no doubt about it. Power of the friends.
It's all from the path. But you know what? It was really Johnny, because Johnny told me something right when the convention over there started. He said, remember where our thoughts need to be. Remember where our thoughts need to be. He got this saying he always says, a man is where his thoughts are. And he told me, he said, remember where our thoughts need to be. And he's right. We went to a restaurant, and it was like a restaurant with a bar on one side and a restaurant on the other. And they're separate, you know. All our friends that we were with from work, they all went to the bar to drink. Me and him sat at the food place. Me, him, and 2 fish. And we had the best time, better than everybody, you know. And I think that...
Show me the best dates I've ever been on in a long time. Stop. No, we're both married. We're both good boys. Don't worry about it.
But no, that's the power of friends and the power of the group is when you can be somewhere like that. And you just enjoy knowing that our thoughts aren't really there, our actions are not really there. Our corporeal actions, yes, but our thoughts are with the friends here. So, yeah. And you know, another thing that really kept us going is actually seeing pictures from you guys, seeing the video clips. That actually lifted me up probably more than anything.
Yeah.
Because it could have been really, really bad. I could have been really, really depressed and probably drank way more than I did. And I probably would have if it wouldn't have been for me getting messages saying the African group, the African group, the African clique. And I'm like, yes, they're doing it. They're doing it without us, but they're doing it. And I was happy for you guys and everybody here in the World Clique simply for the fact that you were together. And I knew that somebody was holding us up.
We were definitely in a different zone over there to the normal everyday people that was at the event. And this is the power of the World Clique and the friends. We were in the Congress together. I've got no doubt about it. Big l'chaim.
So friends, on that note, we got one last question. How can we feel as being in 110 24 hours a day? And we'll start with Godfrey. Tell me something good. Oh, here, let me put it in the chat also.
came Anthony with a question. Now, after that, for us to fill the 10, all the 4 activities, all the daily 4 activities, we should try and meet ourselves in that activity. And then we should also try and continuously hold the friends in our hearts, connect deeper with them at all times. And then try to pray for each friend at each activity, no matter the obstacle the friend is having. We will realize that each friend have different challenges at different times of the day and of the week. So once we hold on the friend that, look, my duty, my responsibility is to carry this friend. That's my duty. So I will do all what I can to do my half circle by carrying them on, by connecting with them, by praying for them, by doing whatever they desire. So once that is done, I believe that the connection will be moving from one level to a higher level, deeper levels, and then we make progress as a creed. L'chaim.
Hi.
Chaim. Who's next, Gottfried?
Renard, please.
Yeah, 110. Can I add something, or can I say something different that hasn't ever been said or that we don't usually say? Maybe that's not the right approach. I don't know. How can we feel that we're part of 110? I think we need to just even mechanically start to make a prayer for the Creator for this. Just like Rav says, write it on your hand, put it up on the wall, just have those words there. May we receive this force from above to be constantly as 110, 24 hours of the day, just to repeat it. We need to try anything and everything that we can possibly think of, and we need to go to the ends of our exertion, of our, what's the word I'm looking for, of our attempts to attempt this. We need to go to the end of it all in order to see actually our true state, and also to find our true demand for this. Yeah. Richard?
Yeah, it's for 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, like all the time, every second. So it's a tall order from the state that we're in. But luckily we've got a method, and we've got beacons, and the beacons are the friends, and the beacons are these meetings, and definitely the morning lesson, the daily call. So we need to put things, a structure in place, because we know ourselves, we know our nature. It's pretty clear in the study who we are and how we operate. And but I don't necessarily want to be sitting here now in this meeting, but I really want to go to bed. And I, needing to overcome that thought and being aware of it the whole time. So forcing yourself to sit down, you're like holding on to the table because you're with the friends, and doing that more and more and more and more becomes easier and easier. But yeah, so we need that. We need the structure. We need the environment. We need the beacons. We need the friends. Pipi.
Hi, Rich.
Hi.
Richard, how to be in a tent for 24 hours a day is like when we depict that there is no night or day in our midst, where we are connected to each other till every time through our daily call, morning lessons, and our normal African meetings. Individually or in a group, we could be sending ourselves some essay to read, messaging, call. It's like you having a new girlfriend and you want to read the heart of the girlfriend. You call her for nothing, just to see whether how we should be doing and all of it. So in the group, you can also use that method by sending messages, looking up to the friend, how you doing, how you doing, to say something, to just know that the friend is connected with you. And I think that you're connected with without any limitation or anything that will distract our connectivity. I would choose Jono. Hi.
L'chaim Fifi. Yeah, I think what Rich said is critical. Actually, made the penny drop in my mind. Is this idea of the structure, and then we have our regular. Rav actually said in the Desert Congress or leading up to the main Congress, he said we need to have 2 to 3 calls a day. We need to listen to the afternoon call. We need to be in the morning lesson as much as possible as well. We need to do some distribution when we can. So there's definitely things that we need to do during the day and in order to stay close to the 10. And that's structure, there's discipline, that's as actually what Rich said, it fell on me so much because I arrived in here and I said to Anthony, I'm going to drop because I've been really tired the last few days, and now I feel re-energized being with the friends, and it's work, friends, but it's you realize one realizes that only way that we can achieve this is continually to go above the body, continually to go above all the rational, all the thinking of this world, and think that there's in front of me, in front of us in this room, there's no bodies exist. There's just feelings. There's only the feeling of love and bestowal and connection that exists between us. And that's how we just have to realize all the time and invite the Creator into that connection. So we don't see each other as the physical at all, just as one feeling. So it's ongoing daily work. It's repetitive work, but it's really special and really great work. L'chaim. Gottfried.
Gottfried went first.
Gottfried. Okay, Anthony.
Wait, did anybody not go? All right, I think everybody went.
Anthony.
I've spoken already.
So I'm gonna say, how can we feel as being in 110 24 hours of the day? I think that we have to, when we leave the morning lesson, we don't leave the morning lesson alone. We take the 10 with us. When we go to the bathroom, we take the 10 with us. When we go and wash the car, pump gas in the car, whatever we do when we go to work, we take the 10 with us. We take the 10 with us in our hearts. Of course, we can't do it physically, but we take them with us in our hearts. We constantly think about them. We check our thoughts. We're going to lose track, but look, I can tell you one of the things, having Johnny with me sometimes, he always reminds me. I've always got a Bnei Baruch face to remind me because I'm one of them people that's easy to get out of control. Real easy. I get to having too much fun and then it's over with. And so it's good to be in constant contact with the friends. It's good to obligate. You have to somewhat get a rope and tie yourself to the society in some way. Be it through a friend, be it through dissemination, be it through whatever. You have to tie yourself to this society. And being in the 10, 24 hours a day comes as a second nature once you've tied yourself to the society. And sometimes you got to use more than one rope. Sometimes it's got to be a friend, a dissemination, a this or that, and whatever else. A meal, yeshivat havarim, a whole slew of different things. You got to tie yourself to this society, though. I'm lucky to have Johnny. I'm lucky to have a wife who, when I go home, that's the only thing that's playing. My son has got the iPad watching cartoons. My wife has got the lesson on all day, every day. That's all I hear. And that's another form of me being tied to this society. I can't forget it because everywhere I go, there it is. Pictures, Facebook posts, working on the Facebook page now. I mean, everything just got to be tied to the society. And through that, the Creator takes care of the rest. So, L'chaim, friends. And we're going to end with a short clip, and then we're going to bed because everybody's tired. Richard's like, I need to sleep. And I don't blame you. My wife made fish, so I'm headed home soon. So, Shmueli, yesh clip akshav? Toda rabah, bakasha.
All I want to know is one thing. How much I will be attached every moment to the Creator. Except for that, in any state, whether I'm up, down, or some direction, even if I walk in the shadow of the valley of death, I will not fear because you are by my side. That's all.
Is it a special skill that at every given moment, as a habit, I feel that this is the optimal state, and from here I act, and not that I have this problem here that detains me and I have to wait?
I don't think. You don't have to. You shouldn't think this way. What does it mean? It detains or doesn't detain? It doesn't detain. It's out of the shattering of the Kli. It's already in me, in my soul. I have to go through all these obstacles. Otherwise, I won't correct them. And I won't rise by them. So why should I think about them in a negative way? They'll appear as obstacles, as disturbances. And for each and every disturbance, I'm going to have to attach myself to the Creator, despite the disturbance. And every disturbance is only in order to disconnect me from Him. There's no other disturbance. That's the only thing I'm thinking about in any state. How I can be more attached to Him, to ascribe all the different states to Him, to ascribe all the different Yeshuot, salvations to Him. That's why I'm not thinking about the situations themselves. I'm thinking about my attitude to them. How by them I justify the Creator and I'm adhered to Him. That's it. The fact that the Creator scares me, it's for me to attach to Him more, to justify Him even more. That's the way I think. And that's why I'm not afraid of the future, of nothing. All I'm afraid of is, do I have enough strength to connect to Him, to be in adhesion with Him, like a baby who's attached to his mother? That's it. There's nothing else He wants. That's all He wants, to go back in. Is this clear? Good. Why am I talking about it for a long time? Because we have to be in it emotionally a long time until we start feeling who you're attached to, who you're coming back to all the time. This is the meaning of this verse, that the student pledges prior to the study to strengthen himself in the faith of the Creator. Yes.
So when you come to the study, you have to come with the recognition of the evil inclination that you wish to correct?
To strengthen the faith, meaning that I'm about to attain, how should I say it? That I'm about to attain extra adhesion with the Creator. That in all the different states that I'm going to go throughout the day, that come out of my shattering in the general Kli of Adam Rishon, that as fast as possible will go back to the connection, to the correction, that this shattering will be revealed and I'll be able to correct it every time and immediately every time. And even faster, even more than that. Even before the shattering appears, I'm looking for it. Where else can I strengthen myself? In the Creator.